Hey guys, welcome. My name is Lock Support, and I just wanted to put this little video together just while I'm kind of waiting for the servers to go back up for Return to Moria of the patch notes that have been released today. I thought I'd just go through them. It's not going to be a particularly long video, but I thought it would be nice to kind of update you guys on what's going on, and also just kind of give my thoughts. They're obviously my personal thoughts, so you know, don't take them to heart. But yeah, so happy patch 1.0.2 day. Firstly, on behalf of the team, thank you to everyone for your support of Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Our motto, I'm going to say this wrong, in the next few months is Mum Shan Mi, the Kuzdul word for at your service. We are humbled by how many people love and enjoy the game. It is now our job to pour over your feedback and reports so we can keep improving your experience. While version 1.0.2 is just the first of many patches and updates to come, it includes over 120 individual fixes, and we hope you feel the difference. Excuse me. Please continue to report any feedback and issues you experience via our support page. The information shared in these reports is very helpful to the team, especially when it comes to quickly resolving bugs and making gameplay adjustments. So, it says here they're already hard at work for the next patch, and they will explain that in more detail once it's kind of finalised. And they say at the very bottom, thank you once again for all your support. We're really enjoying hearing about all the adventures players are having as they take back Moria. Barak Khazad, the RTM team. So, fixes for patch 1.0.2 include statue repair and recipe fragments. So this actually surprised me, and I got this completely wrong, and I'll explain why. So many players reporting that repairing statues gave them coins instead of a recipe, sometimes even preventing them from progressing. The cause of this is now fixed. Please note, if you were affected by this bug, we have rebroken all statues in the world. Any previously restored statues will be repairable for free and should immediately start awarding any missing recipe fragments. The rewards for repairing statues after collecting all fragments has been changed to coal and iron ore. Please note, if you received ore instead of an expected recipe fragment, please try repairing a few more statues to let the system catch up. The reason I say this surprises me is because I thought when we were going around in the game with the guys and me, we were repairing the statues. Sometimes you got gold. We're like, okay, fine, it's just a random thing. We always seem to find a lot more statues than there were recipes. So by the time we'd learned all the recipes and then started getting gold, that just seemed like a kind of normal thing. Like, okay, you've got everything. Here's a little reward. I didn't realise that was actually a bug. So I guess that's cool, unless obviously I've missed a load of recipes, which would be really annoying. But we'll see. We'll go around and fix all the statues up, I guess, and just make sure we haven't missed anything. But I'm pretty certain we're doing pretty well. But yeah, so that's cool. So at least they've addressed that bug. I can see that being super annoying for some people. So that's cool. So performance and bugs. Improved load times when fast traveling between locations in the world, especially very large locations like the drain pumps. We say improved because it will get better in the next update. So this one was crazy. It used to transfer to the crystallized depths or whatever it's called, and you'd be sitting there for half an hour waiting for your load bar to kind of finish. So that's cool. Glad they're kind of jumping on that. Fixed issues with the meal tables, bellows, and other crafting stations that failed to register in multiplayer games. That's really cool because yeah, that was an issue on R1. Fixed issues with furnace timer not counting down after sleeping. Can't say I experienced that, but still good. Fixed issue with furnace not allowing players to collect ingots after sleeping in the same bubble. Fixed issue that prevented use of room table with the incorrect text only in KO and CN when that was displayed. Further work to reduce infinite and long loading dot walls. So again, I never seem to have that issue when I'm hosting, but the people that I'm playing with, it did crop up every now and again. So hopefully that will be gone, or at least getting fixed. Fixed issue where drakes and spiders would get stuck and not move or attack correctly. That happened all the time. One of the places I ran into was just a load of spiders, and they just stood there staring at me as I killed them. So I felt a bit bad, but there we go. Fixed the multiplayer connections that disconnected all players at once. That was a fun Friday night. Lucky them. At least 7 known crashes resolved, and many other small bugs and issues were resolved. So we have got tuning improvements based on community feedback. So drastically reduced number of enemy patrols, especially at night. Don't know if I like that or not. The reason I say that is because I love the fact that at night it was so dangerous, and you kind of got swamped really quickly, which kind of made sense. So I don't know, I guess we'll play through and see how it is. I just hope it hasn't got so easy now that you can just stay out all hours and it doesn't really matter. I don't know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. The next one I really like. Increased reward for fighting enemies, including a rare black diamond drop on orcs and uruks, plus the guaranteed black diamond drop for trolls and nameless beasts. Let's go hunt some trolls. Love this for the troll side of things. We didn't really have a massive issue getting black diamonds. We found a fairly decent amount. We've never had to kind of, it was slow to begin with and then got better. But the thing that I noticed with trolls is you kind of kill one, it took a lot of effort, and then we were all just kind of like nothing dropped, didn't get anything, so it's a bit, I don't know, lackluster. So it's cool that they're kind of guaranteeing a black diamond with the trolls. That just gives a bit more of a reason to kind of get involved and fight them, so that's cool. Reduce the average difficulty of enemy encounters in Westgate. Fine. Reduce the number of wolves in Elven Quarter. Again, I didn't see a huge issue with that, but maybe I just didn't see something that I should have. Nerf the penalties for fast travel, including reduced energy and hunger costs, added a short window to fast travel again without penalty, a do-over, and now buffs for meals, well-fed, full and stuffed, will negate the cost of fast travel. So that's cool. We made a big base. We were like fast traveling out of the base to go to other places to save obviously running, and all we were getting was arriving and then being hungry straight away, or tired or fatigued or whatever. So we just kind of stopped fast traveling because we were like, well, we're just getting penalized for everything we're doing here. So that's cool. I like that a lot. Increased the prevalence of scale drops, including from drakes and rarely Garsh orcs. Interesting. Additionally, the scale costs of the that thing has been reduced. Increased the drop rate of Gundabad slag from Gundabad orcs, and also reducing the amount needed to smelt Durinal iron ingots. The torch, Zarok torch, and the miner's helmet now prevent despair at night by dispelling the in darkness debuff. Note, despair will still occur in the darkest deeps and when touching shadow regardless. Again, I like that, especially when we were just kind of running around at night. We had our torches out, our whatever they're called, the Zarok torches, and we were still getting despair. We're like, well, Jesus, like you got a torch out. What more do you want? But that's fine, and it's cool that they've still got it. Despair will still occur in the darkest deeps. That's kind of cool. I like that. Deep Orc camps now populate with the correct number of enemies. Whenever we went into them, it was just ridiculous, but it was fun. But I'll have to kind of go and see what that has actually changed. Fixed issues where singing would stop stamina from draining for all activities instead of just mining, as was originally intended. Fine. Well, I didn't find that on ours, but that's fine that they fixed that. Legendary forges no longer have fuel requirements. Cool. Player health when respawning from death increased to 100%. Good. Players' health when revived by friends is increased to 40%. That's good. Slight decrease in HP restored by rations, primarily cram. A set of wooden stairs was added to the initial build set. Cool. It's good to actually know we don't have to wait to get stairs, so that's kind of cool. For players who have previously built a small hearth, the stairs should unlock when you manipulate items in your inventory. Increase the Ironwood runes drop chance for Ironwood. If you have not discovered this yet, the best way to gain Ironwood remains to inscribe a rune on an axe and go tree chopping. So we've got arts and audio. Updated wake up after death animation, improved enemy death poses to prevent cut off body parts. That always happened. Spider's nest will no longer flicker. Player dialogue volume balanced whilst in combat. Reduced wing flapping volume for flying creatures. And reduced specific orc screaming audio event. Most players know the one. We certainly do. And lastly, there is a little bit more to this, but I'll explain why. I'm not going to scroll down in a second. Fight the drain pumps. So fixed issues where client could not see enemy damage state, and during the fight, peers are now much more vulnerable to destruction. Watch where you are standing. There is a few more updates below, but it's to do with the final boss. They're about audio things primarily and just kind of overall experience and improving it. I just don't want to read them out on this because I guess there would be a bit of a spoiler. There's only a few though, and as I said, it's just kind of quality of life improvements on that experience as a whole. But yeah, I mean, all of the patch notes are obviously on their website, so you can go and check them out yourself. It'd be really interesting to see. There's a lot of kind of, not love-hate, but there's a lot of people that are loving it and a lot of people who aren't quite sure and feel like it's missing it. There's certainly a lot of quality of life things that need to be added that would definitely make the game a lot better. But I mean, I'm really enjoying it, and maybe it's more the fact that I'm playing with mates and we're doing it together. Maybe that enhances a bit. I haven't played it solo yet. I do intend to do a solo run though. So maybe that changes things a bit, but I am genuinely really enjoying it. I really enjoy the game. It is fun. I love survival games as a whole. And setting Lord of the Rings is just kind of the cherry on top. As I said, it's definitely got things it needs to improve on, but as a whole, I think they've made a good start. And it's nice that they're kind of now starting to pump out the patches and you know, listen to feedback. Hopefully, they will start now improving the bits that need improving, the quality of life, a little bit. Start on those bits first. Things like inventory management, you know, stuff like that. Get that addressed, and then start moving on to the bigger things. That would be, in my opinion, a good way to do it. Guys, I'd love to hear your opinions. Please do comment below on what you think of the game so far. I'd love to kind of see what people are at, you know, thoughts wise at the moment, and it'd be interesting to see where this game goes. I've got a lot of hope for it, and I'm hoping it does keep going in a good direction. But yeah, I'd love to know what you think. Obviously, if you found any of this useful, please do like and subscribe. Send those comments below. We'd love to have a little discussion and see what's going on in the community. And until next time, I will speak to you very soon. Also, before I forget, I do live feeds every Monday and Wednesday. I'm in the UK, so I start about 8 o'clock. Do jump in, come say hi, kind of see where we're at, and then I will also be releasing some videos soon of my solo play, but I'll do that pre-recorded just to kind of cut out some of the you know, the bits that are boring, like inventory management stuff that you probably don't want to see hours of. But yeah, do jump in, do say hi. I'd love to see you guys there. All right, until next time, goodbye.